Hi there everyone and welcome on my weekly astrology forecast where I'm going to tell you what kind of energy, what kind of configuration planets do on the sky and how it will likely affect your daily life and routine and how you can use this energy to your advantage and what you should be careful about. So let's start. On Monday, 18th of April, we have really a lot of aspects. First, we have a Sun, like a square Pluto, what might give a feeling of power struggle. So generally, the Sun is very powerful right now in the sign of Aries, so it's all about being a leader, being independent, doing the things on our own. And here, this energy clash with some kind of power which says which try to smash us, which try to say no, you cannot do that, with someone who can try manipulate us or show that he is more powerful than us. Because it's in Capricorn, it might be our boss, or it might be a kind of structure. So politically, we can see some kind of sanction or something what is kind of strong put the strength, exerts their power on individual freedom. Of course, it also cannot be between some kind of, depending when this configuration is on our chart. It might be some kind of struggle with a father figure or with someone with the family. Generally, it's all about exercising the power and not let go, but it's like someone try to stop us with something, and we might feel kind of like we need to stand out for what we really believe, and that aspect can cause some kind of frustration. On the other side, during this day we have also another aspect. Mercury conjunct Uranus. Mercury is associated especially with Uranus about quick thoughts, some kind of flashes of intuition, the being, having a brilliant idea about something, doing the things in the different, new, innovative way. It might happen during some conversation. It might happen that we can find new ways to do the things. Everything what is about the communication might speed up. We also, if we have some meetings, we might it might happen that we will see that something comes in the last moment, but it's this aspect is all about spontaneity, and it's good to exercise our mind like, okay, if something coming up, we might follow this new trend because it can bring a good effect for us. Also, at the same day, we have Venus sextiling Uranus. Venus just went from aspect with Mercury as well, which I said about the last week that it was all about putting beauty and harmony in our conversation. And here, when it's sextiling Uranus, it also can bring some opportunities for new forming relationships, or we can choose our friend to be something more. We can also use it for some kind of activities, like discover something in the arts, or connect arts into the new technologies, or just do something about relationships matters, beauty matters, arts matter a little bit differently. Some kind of opportunities can come out. And also this aspect, often it's something, it might be during this day, around this time, some fight for women rights, some talk about giving more freedom to the woman. This is also can happen, and with the Sun square Pluto, we might feel like some establishment should be renewed, something should be changed, because with this aspect we really feel like a pressure to change, like we feel with Sun square Pluto that someone try to push us and to change us, and that will affect our identity, and we should stand up for ourselves too. But so two things about this aspect. First, if we feel pushed, so I talk about two different kinds of energy during the same day. It might happen that in one area of our life we might feel like this exciting energy, new ideas coming, a possibility for more freedom in the relationship or new relationship. And on the other side, we can feel that some kind of pressure and exerting of power from authority figure in our life or from establishment, for example. It might also happen that it's one causing another. So we feel this internal pressure, then our thoughts comes through the new idea, and we want to change the thinking pattern, the conversation pattern too. Then on Tuesday, there is a sun coming into the Taurus. So that's going to be next 30 days. Sun will be in the sign of Taurus. So from this energetic, enthusiastic, pioneering energy of Aries, we go into sign which is more connected with the senses, sensuality. So we might feel more need about take care of our body needs, take care of our nourishment. We might feel more connected into the nature. We want to go into the nature. We start to act more deliberately. We can be a little bit more conservative and more having a more traditional approach. The matter of the earth might be important during this time, and so in the world, of course, it might be all about the land, but in our daily life, which I try keep on the daily individual matters, so it's more about going into the garden, do the job in the garden, make the things prettier, the thing more pleasable for the eyes. Also, of course, Taurus, it's all about food. So all about, doing the things ourselves well with the food. So it's a good food quality. It's cooking. It's inviting people who we like to share. And also about finances, about money situation, and how we can increase our money resources and generally our natural resources. So it's also we might feel like it's a good moment for planning our investment or talking about important money matters. And also, we can still consider some new technology about the food industry, just more on the mondial level, and talking a little bit more about, for example, more about ecology. Then on Saturday we have Mercury conjunct Nerf Node. So this is everything what touch Nerf Node. It's getting a little bit obsessed. We want to expand more. Here we want to expand our sense of connectedness, our communication, our connection with others, information. So it might be like we are flooded with information. We want to know about everything, or it might be we might overdo the information. So basically we can just stay too much online with all kind of Facebook, Netflix, or whatever, or we are just obsessed about it's like mental overload. So we might also feel the need to communicate with everyone and just talk, and our thoughts our mind generally can run much faster during this time. What is actually not that bad. We really cannot overdo Mercury. Maybe the one thing about Mercury, it's just talking about and giving too many information, which might be not that important. So be careful about the gossips and all this kind of stuff. Here, the information can really flow and can cause harm if we just put some information out there to the world, which is not true. But it's generally it's not something big, especially the Mercury is going pretty fast, so it's a daily influence. And next day on Sunday, Mercury it's going to square Saturn. So that's interesting thing that since this mental overload and feeling like we need to know everything and all this information coming, there is this block which squares of course the aspect of tension. And here it's like a mental block. It's like we might have lower mental energy, we might have difficulty with focus. So whatever came out, if we overdo something day before, we might feel the consequences. Our mood can go lower. Generally Mercury is also connected with all kind of documents. So here it's Sunday, so if we might remind ourselves that we actually needed something to do, and there is this sense of responsibility and pressure to do the things. We might feel also just like disconnected and don't want to talk and think too much. We might feel like still we need to do something. It's what require mental work. But it might happen that there might be some delays, like document loss, like meeting when it's the sense of the responsibility with the papers, responsibility with the communication, or some sad news or something what makes us a little bit anxious. It's the Mercury, it's the mind, and Saturn it's gives pretty serious tone. So it might be like we are just a little bit on the lower part of our mood. We might feel a little bit depressed, and our thoughts might be just more serious. So that's the thing. Like we really this Sunday might be a little bit low on this kind of energy, but already on the evening, Mercury will sextile Neptune, so that will bring a little bit of relief. So maybe how the scenario which I see is like on Saturday we are just overloaded with information. There is some information which we just obsessed about it. It will cause the mood go down and the responsibility for it, and we might think very seriously about something on Sunday. And the evening, when there is this sextile to Neptune, it will bring some kind of opportunity to just rest our mind, and we don't want to thinking anymore. We just want to relax, and Mercury sextile Neptune brings some possibility. It might be just we will sit in the couch, not talk anymore, and put some favorite movie or music just to relax a little bit. This is what kind of this is what this aspect actually brings. It's just the opportunity about just rest our mind and go a little bit into fantasy, or just spread our attention to something which is like more like a fantasy world, like the media, of course, and or other sources, other arts which can relax us a little bit more. So that's it for this week. Also Mercury very soon will turn retrograde. I think it's this Sunday it's already this feeling like Mercury goes slower, and soon I don't remember exactly. Let me see into the calendar, but I think Mercury. So that's it for this week. If you like, please subscribe to my channel, like this you will not lost another episode. And I wish you a very great week, and see you next week. Bye.